How can you not just laugh at this result? Neither team really showed that they actually wanted to win the ball game today, but someone had to. And it was an Alex Caruso three-pointer in overtime from the corner that propelled the Chicago Bulls to the 104-103 win in overtime over the Toronto Raptors. It was painful in so many ways. This game was wonky right from the get-go. The Raptors lost the first quarter 24-18. So you lost it by 6. But at one point in that first quarter, the Raptors were up 14-2. It tells you how awful they were the rest of the quarter. And then you move into the second quarter, and there was a stretch there where they had a 40-9 run. And it put the Raptors almost down 20. I am leaking right now because it was insane. I don't even know where to go from here. Like, yeah, in the second half, latter half of the second quarter, the Raptors figured it out a little bit, got the deficit down to, 7 heading into halftime, and then they continued that in the third quarter. They win the third quarter by 10, 33-23, and somehow you are up by 3 heading into the fourth. And at one point, with less than 5 to play in the fourth quarter, you have a 14-point lead, 85-71. And you blow it. And in a dying minute or minutes of this game, how many times have Raptor fans seen DeMar DeRozan's pump fake? Twice in the dying minutes, the Raptors bite on the pump fake. One time behind the three-point line when you're up by 3 and you're thinking, wow, they're going to tie it now. This is swell. DeMar only makes 2 of 3. Pascal then turns the ball over, and DeRozan, pump fake again, gets another foul on him because we're jumping again. And you're only up by 1 at this point. He makes both game, set, match. Well, he only makes 1. And we're going to overtime, and it's 93-93. What the hell is going on? This game today looked like 2 play-in teams who didn't want to win. That's what it looked like. And you go into overtime, and at one point with less than 2 to play, the Raptors have a 103-99 advantage. And they don't score the rest of the way, and Alex Caruso hits the three-pointer in the corner to win it 104-103. Whatever, man. Like, I said it after, game 1 of the Leaf season, that I didn't want every game to be stressful, because that's what we dealt with the Jays this year, and it was just a painful watch all year. The first game for the Raptors, sure they won it, but man, it wasn't pretty. And now in back-to-back games, and I don't want to count this game as a 100-point game because you had 93 going into overtime, right? No, you might have had a little bit more than that, but it wasn't 100. Back-to-back games in regulation where you can't hit 100 points. And it's something to talk about. Sure, there definitely are positives to take away from a game like this. Like Scotty Barnes, yeah, he had some miscues late, but had a triple-double. 22, 10, and 10, 9 of 14 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line, 1 of 2 from 3, had 2 blocks in the game. However, 7 turnovers to 5 fouls, so kind of a rough one there, but he was a plus 15 to the floor. Can't blame him. You really can't. You look at the rest of the players. Jakob Poeltl only played 18 minutes, 8.6 boards, 4 of 5 shooting, which is not bad, and he was a plus 20 when he was on the floor. Problem was, he fouled out 18 minutes. Whatever, man. OG Anunoby, 11 points, 3 boards, only played 27 minutes today, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 steals in the game, was a plus 28. Darko, why is he only playing 27 minutes? He's a plus 28 while he's on the floor. Why is he on the bench? But, whatever. Pascal Siakam, missed some big free throws late. Where we heard that before? In the play-in games last year. play-in game, period. Last year, where free throws, the team just couldn't make them. And it was a story again today. Pascal Siakam in the fourth quarter had an opportunity late to make even one and put this game away. He misses both. Ends up 18 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 7 of 15 shooting, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 of 5 from 3, 3 turnovers, 4 fouls, -2 while he was on the floor in 41 minutes of work. Take it for what it is. As I mentioned, Scotty Barnes, obviously the best player in today's game for the Toronto Raptors, and unfortunately some miscues late. Really kind of skews it a bit, but you got to look at it from a broad perspective and say, hey, triple-double for Scotty, shot effectively, had a couple blocks in the game, was a +15. You'll take it and move on. Dennis Schroeder had a tough night shooting the rock. 10 points, couple boards, but did have 10 dimes. The team had 25 assists today. Scotty and Dennis combined for 20 of the 25. Shot 3 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 of 5 from 3. It was a -6 on the floor, but the bench killed you. The bench killed you. Gary Trent played 36 minutes of work, had 16 points, 5 boards, 1 assist, 6 of 14 shooting, 3 of 10 from 3, was 1 of 4 from the line. Gary Trent was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. That's not Gary. What the hell? 2 steals in the game for Gary, but he was a -15 on the floor. Precious Achiuwa, again, fouls out in only 22 minutes of work. 8 points, 9 boards, 1 assist, 2 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from the line, 1 of 3 from distance. Has 3 turnovers in the game, fouls out, as I mentioned, a -22. Jalen McDaniels, I think that's back-to-back games to start the season for the Raptors where he hasn't made a shot. No points today in 17 minutes, was 0 of 4. All 4 threes were missed, and he was a -25 on the floor. Chris Boucher, who showed great energy. I mean, he was a big factor there late. 10 points, 6 boards, 3 of 4 shooting, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Was a +22. Grady Dick played 5 minutes. Yeah, he was a -6. Malachi Flynn for the second consecutive game plays 4 minutes, takes 1 shot, it's a 3, misses it, and is -14. Their bench killed you. Gave you nothing on the defensive end. That's basically the story. When Gary goes -15, Precious goes -22, Jalen McDaniels -25, Grady Dick -6, and Malachi Flynn -14. Hey, you're going to lose a lot of games that way. Pirtle, when he was on the floor, OG and Scotty did their job. But no one else did. And for Pascal Siakam, looking for a new contract, that's back-to-back games now where he hasn't asserted himself late in games. Yes, he had a couple nice threes late in the game in the first game against Minnesota, but he hasn't cracked 20 points once in the first 2 games. And yet, like I said, he hasn't asserted himself and dominated the ball. And if you want that max contract, but if you want that big, big money contract, you got to do so. A painful game for the Toronto Raptors. And they're now 1-1 on the season. They got to face Nick Nurse and the Philadelphia 76ers tomorrow at Scotiabank Arena, 7:30 tip-off there in his return. Very intrigued to see what the reception is going to be for Nick Nurse. Obviously brought the first championship to Toronto ever. However, the way he left was a little weird. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow night. 7:30 tip-off at Scotiabank Arena. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, and definitely not this game today, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. Yes, not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you've not done so already. And I'll talk to you guys. Leafs edition tomorrow night. It's there in Nashville. Taking on the Predators, 7 p.m. puck drop there. And as for the Leafs or Raptors, they're back in action as well tomorrow on the second night of a back-to-back, as they are at home taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. 7:30 tip-off there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and not this result today. We'll talk to you guys then.